Good morning. Welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Monday again. It is Monday, January the 6th, and we're here to look at the new releases that have been published this week. And on Mondays, we look at cozy mysteries. Before we do that, quick announcements. I don't have any sprints tonight. I don't do them on Monday nights. I apologize. I don't know who is doing the sprints tonight. Is it Stormy? But I will have them tomorrow night. I do them every Tuesday and Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. And they go for 2.5 hours each. And then on Saturday afternoons at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and they go for 5 hours. So a total of 10 hours of sprinting. Okay. Lena, good morning. PK, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. And Lena, did you have a good weekend? Isn't that pretty? I thought a nice fresh... You can just kind of smell it even start to a Monday. It's on Stormy's channel. Okay, Storm reads tonight. And Kim confirms, yes, on Stormy's. Good morning, Kim. Hope you guys had a good weekend. All right, shall we jump into the cozy mysteries? First up, one by Victoria Gilbert. Schooled in Murder. This is the start of a new series for her. Jennifer Jen Dalton is an author and an educator at Clarion University in Virginia. She loves her job, but some of her petty coworkers look down on her for writing genre fiction. As members of the English department, they wish to encourage students to pursue higher literary aspirations. When a humiliating confrontation between an uppity professor and one of Jen's students, Mia, escalates, no one thinks much of it until his dead body is found along with evidence incriminating Mia. Jen knows Mia couldn't have killed him, but Mia's suspicious disappearance might as well be a proclamation of guilt. With the sleuthing skills Jen has acquired writing murder mysteries, she's determined to solve the case and clear Mia's name. And I forgot to share the tab. This is the book that I was talking about. We'll give that a moment. Lee says, remote day for our SIP day today at 7:45. Gotcha. Good afternoon, Helen. Well, winter is here. We got about 8 inches of snow. And I think it's supposed to be snowing now again. Whipping up worry. So working from home would be great. I'm going to play it by ear today. I have to go in and do payroll, but I might not stay the whole day because this stupid cold. Whipping Up Worry by Emmy Lynn, 8th in the Little Dog Diner series. April showers bring murder near the Lighthouse Flowers. A missing teenager shows up at Danny McKenzie's Seabreeze home on Blueberry Bay, but the runaway is too terrified to reveal anything about herself. The police, however, aren't the least bit shy when they arrive right behind her, searching for Claire. It seems the teen was hiding at the Kitty Point Lighthouse, exactly where a body was discovered. There's a long list of people who are happy this victim, the Misty Harbor town manager, is dead, but Claire's circumstances make her the prime suspect. Danny hesitates to bring more drama into her world, but after she learns that Claire is related to a dear friend in Misty Harbor, she agrees to hide the young woman to keep them both safe from harassment or worse. That's not a great idea. But the evidence keeps coming, whipping everyone's fear into a frenzy. Danny, along with her Jack Russell Terrier Pip, jump into high gear to unravel a deadly tangle of greed before another body is found. This time it could be Danny's. Hiding her is a crime. And even if she is found innocent, you would be found guilty of harboring a fugitive. I don't like stupid main characters. A bookstore at Holiday Bay. Elena finished her book on Friday, the 3rd of January. Oh, good job. And you're doing great. Oh, good to hear, too. Emily, we got about 2. Just south of us got 7. And we have teachers who commute in. We were told we could work in the building today, but not until after 10. Okay. Kim, our forecast has gone from lows in teens to lows in 20s. Yeah. Emily, and given I have a 2-hour Zoom meeting at 9 through this afternoon, I'm going to stay home. That's probably a wise idea. This is by Kathy Daly, 6th in the bookstore at Holiday Bay series. When Lou Prescott bought the bookstore at Holiday Bay, she wanted it to be so much more than a quaint seaside business. She wanted it to be home to the cozy gathering of friends she knew in her heart would come together to share their lives, their hardships, and their victories. In book 6 in the series, Lou is invited by good friend Abby Sullivan to co-host a writer's retreat in an isolated hunting and fishing lodge off the beaten path. There's your big mistake. Isolated. Lou and Abby, along with helpers Georgia and Velma, think they've done everything they needed to do to host the 12 writers for a week of creativity and workshops. But what they couldn't have prepared for was the death of one of the writers during what turned out to be the biggest blizzard in decades. Always prepare for murder if you've solved 5 of them already. Just prepare. Dead Men Wag No Tails by Sarah Fox, 2nd in a Magical Menagerie mystery series. Stupid autocorrect, that was to be this afternoon. Oh, gotcha. And Elena, I'm reading Command and Control by Mark Cameron. Oh, that sounds like a good one. For a small seaside town, Twilight Cove sure has plenty of excitement. Georgie Johansson's return to the coastal haven of Twilight Cove has been a dream come true. She gets to work with Auntie O at the animal sanctuary, has adopted 2 very adorable dogs who have very special abilities, and even has a blossoming romance with the gorgeous farmhand Callum. It's August, and the town is buzzing with anticipation for the annual Dead-Eye Days Pirate Festival. The excitement reaches a fever pitch when long-term resident Jasper, a pirate fanatic, declares he is in possession of a treasure map. However, the hunt for treasure soon becomes a hunt for a murderer when Jasper is found dead, and Georgie is once again compelled to put on her sleuthing hat. With her extraordinary dogs Flossie and Fancy beside her, and Euclid, the mysterious great-horned owl, keeping a watchful eye on them, can she uncover the killer and protect Twilight Cove, or will her curiosity put a bounty on her own head? End of row 1. The First Curse is the Deepest. A Return to Magic Cozy Mystery Book number 8 by Lily Harper Hart. When a young girl goes missing on the way to her bus, Maddie Graves Winters goes searching and finds the sort of mystery she never wanted to uncover. The girl, crying and shaking and talking about a monster, is okay when Maddie finds her. What they discover with the girl isn't, however. When Maddie and her husband Nick were in high school, 3 teenagers went missing. Everybody assumed they fled to Detroit for some fun and never came back, but it turns out they never left Blackstone Bay. The new case seems to coincide with the old case, but nobody can figure out how. Even when Maddie calls in her friend Ivy Morgan to help, there are more questions than answers. Blackstone Bay always felt like a safe place to live. Now Maddie isn't certain. On top of that, her son is having dreams where he's lost in the dark woods. They're the same dreams Maddie is having, the same monsters haunting them both. When the unthinkable happens and another girl goes missing, the clock starts ticking. Can Maddie save the day, or will the past ruin the present all over again? Oop. Now this, they could have come up with a better title. It just does not work for me. This is by Kelly Hashway, 23rd in the Piper Ashwell Psychic PI series. A watched corpse never decomposes. There had to be something better. Psychic PI Piper Ashwell is used to having visions, but when she starts seeing people who aren't seemingly alive or dead, she can't make any sense of it, and it only gets worse when she discovers these people are seeing she's seeing match the images of her husband, Detective Mitchell Brennan's missing persons cases. To make it worse, the victims are all big on social media, and channeling introverted is Piper's channeling their energy, whatever. Trying to find out what happened to these people while not losing herself in the process may be more than Piper can handle. Somebody didn't read their own copy. Death Among the Stitches by Betty Hechtman, a new series, a Crochet and Crumpets mystery series. Meet Annie Hart, newly inherited yarn and tea shop owner and reluctant amateur sleuth. Annie Hart, daughter of Brian Hart, talent agent to the stars, spends her life getting roped into whatever new task her father needs her to do for his VIP clients. So when she inherits a yarn shop in the small Indiana town of Franklin, she is curious to see what it feels like to have something that is solely hers. But when her arrival is greeted by the local law enforcement, Annie senses things are not quite as they seem in this idyllic town. Everyone knows everybody in Franklin, yet when it comes to the death of the shop's previous owner, nobody seems sure of anything. Annie soon discovers that Eleanor Danton was in fact murdered, strangled with her own yarn. Invigorated by her need to find out the truth and feeling somehow at home with the friendly bunch of local yarn artists who frequent the shop, she sets out to find the killer. Much can be achieved over a cuppa and a yarn. Murder at First Light, fourth in the Modern Midwife Mysteries series by Christine Knapp. Kim says, I hate winter, stupid nosebleed. Oh, yeah, those are no fun. Life has calmed down for modern nurse midwife Maeve O'Reilly Kensington following her daughter's eventful arrival into the world. Her family has settled into a welcome routine, and Maeve is about to break new ground as the first faculty midwife at Rosemont College in the quaint New England town of Langford. Unfortunately, her tranquility is short-lived. During an early morning row on the bay, Maeve witnesses a jogger stumble out of Langford's iconic lighthouse, First Light, and collapse. He is later pronounced dead, and Maeve wonders if it was a natural death or foul play. First Light had rescued many in the past, but certainly didn't save this hapless soul. When Maeve and her indomitable sister Meg assist a young Irish nanny caught in the aftermath of the death, they land headfirst in the world of Langford's posh yummy mummies. Will the fearless M&Ms crack the case? Will Maeve adapt to the college world? Life in Langford carries on, with its usual mix of midwifery and murder. End of row 2. And it looks like this smarmy guy in the background just accidentally got in the photo. Better Luck Hex Time by Amanda M. Lee, 15th in A Moonstone Bay Cozy Mysteries. Moonstone Bay is in a tizzy. Not only has a new village been discovered, it was hidden by magic for hundreds of years, but family members long thought dead are back and infiltrating lives that had changed in their absence. It is not all smooth sailing. Hadley Hunter is trying to keep things under wraps, but she's as excited to explore the village as anybody. There's just one problem. How did a body make it into the village when it was magically warded to keep people out? A local shifter is dead, and Hadley and her merry band of paranormal powerhouses are on the case. She thought the village had given up all of its mysteries. What if she was wrong, though? Hadley's dreams of being haunted, her future uncertain, her friends are in turmoil. Is it an old enemy coming back, or someone new, someone terrible on the horizon? Hadley is about to find out. She's not going to want to hear the answer. Nobody is. Death in the Hills by Kate Wells, fourth in the Malvern Mysteries. This is no peaceful walk in the countryside. When Jude Gray and D.I. Binny Katri join a local walking group, their expectations for a peaceful outing to the Malvern Hills takes a grim turn. Arguments abound, and the hike ends in tragedy when one of the walkers is found dead in her car. Initially ruled as an accident, Jude's instincts tell her there's more to the story. As Jude and Binny dig deeper, they uncover tensions and secrets within the group. From hidden affairs to long-standing rivalries, it becomes clear this death was no accident. With each revelation, the danger grows. Can Jude and Binny unravel the mystery before the killer strikes again? Next up, Retirement Can Be Deadly by Vicky Carroll, second in the Retirement Can Be Murder series. One of Peachtree Valley's favorite persons, the town librarian, has been found murdered, but the victim's grieving family doesn't trust the new police chief to get to the bottom of this crime. The ink is barely dry on Helen's PI license or the new Rogers, Adams, and Brown private investigation sign on her door, and already she's had a high-profile case land on her doorstep. She and her associates are eager to dig into the details, but none of the clues are adding up to anything that makes a lick of sense. Even Dixie and Kirk, the newest additions to the team, find themselves hitting brick walls out in the field. That is, until they butt heads with members of a new church in town that turns out to be a cult in disguise. Is this the missing piece of the puzzle they need to break open the case? The only way to find out is to beat the worshippers at their own game, a strategy that could bring Helen and her boyfriend Ted closer or tear the entire firm apart. The Witch's Counsel by Adrian Trapp. Eighth in the Osprey Cove Mystery series. Maddie Moore finds herself drawn deeper into the mysterious inner workings of the powerful Witches' Council, a shadowy governing body in the magical world. As secrets begin to unravel and alliances shift, she becomes embroiled in a web of political intrigue, facing powerful factions that will stop at nothing to protect their interests. When a shocking death shakes the council to its core, Maddie realizes that the stakes are higher than ever, and that danger may be lurking closer than she ever imagined. As tensions rise both within the council chambers and in her personal life, Maddie struggles to balance the demands of her magical responsibilities with the fragile relationship she's trying to hold onto. With time running out, she must navigate the hidden agendas and ancient prophecies that threaten to unravel everything she holds dear. And it looks like everything in her world is purple. End of row 3. Connie Shelton has a new one. 23rd in the Charlie Parker series. Deceptions Can Be Murder. Charlie and Drake attend a gala event for the helicopter industry where an old friend of Drake's presents Charlie with a mystery to solve. One of his company vehicles has gone missing. Charlie is puzzled as to why he didn't report it to the police or his insurance company, but must admit the fat retainer he pays and the obvious success of his business overrides her initial concerns. When the van is found in an empty field near the small town of Santa Rosa, New Mexico, it would seem the case is closed. But rather than solving the mystery, the questions only become more complex. The leads take Charlie across the state, and she has no way of knowing that several lives will hang in the balance before she figures out this one. A Violent Vacation by Diane Harmon. 12th in the Ozarks Cozy Mystery series. Della Fox was looking forward to a long overdue vacation in the dazzling city of Las Vegas. A week away from her cozy antique shop and the quiet town of Clover seemed like the perfect escape. But when Della and her sister Sophia check into their hotel, they soon find themselves entangled in a web of intrigue, mystery, and danger. After a chance encounter with a distraught fellow guest, Harper, Della learns that Harper's boyfriend, Liam, has vanished without a trace. A professional poker player with rivals and secrets, Liam's disappearance raises more questions than answers. As Harper pleads for help, Della reluctantly agrees to investigate, turning her relaxing vacation into a high-stakes quest for the truth. With clues pointing to rivalries in the poker world, mysterious confrontations at a spa, and a local blogger who might hold key information, Della and Sophia must navigate the glitzy yet shadowy world of Las Vegas to uncover what happened to Liam. But in a city where secrets are currency and trust is hard to come by, finding the truth might be more dangerous than they ever imagined. And I think we have time for one more. So close. The Taverna Affair by Joanne Pence, 7th in the Cook and Inspector mystery series. While would-be chef Angie Amalfi nervously awaits her engagement party with her swoon-worthy fiancé, homicide inspector Pavo Smith, her clueless neighbor Sam finds himself swept into a whirlwind romance with a mysterious woman. Before he knows it, his quiet life is in a complete upheaval. As if that weren't enough, Angie's fiancé and her father are forced to work together to solve a mystery on their own, one they fear Angie or her mother learning about. But then, as murders happen around the Greek taverna where Stan met his lady friend, and as the murders shift closer to home, Angie's got to solve a crime messier than her mother's famous spaghetti sauce, and somehow still get through her engagement party without a full-blown family meltdown. Will she save Stan's love life, her parents' marriage, maintain her sanity, and still pull off the engagement party of the year? Don't miss the next mouth-watering chapter, blah, blah, blah. This is an updated version of the mystery courting disaster. Looks like she made some changes, maybe. Is that fair? I don't know if that's fair. Ken says, have a great day, y'all. I have appointment this afternoon. Oh, good. It's just a checkup, hopefully. Alrighty. Again, I don't have any sprints on my channel. They are on Stormy's channel, Storm Reads. We will be looking at mysteries and thrillers tomorrow morning on the morning show. And our sprints are at 8 p.m. Eastern. I get here as quickly as I can, and with the snow and so forth. But we will have them tomorrow evening. Everybody stay safe. Be warm. If you're in a place where it's winter like here, read good books, and as the banner says, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom nom nom. Have a good day, and God bless.